Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me Kaizo, and today we are going to be building a fully working AI chatbot using Groq's LLMs and Streamlit. We will walk through the entire process step by step from setting up the backend to building the frontend. With that, let's get started. So we will first need a Groq API key. So open your browser and head to groq.com and click on this developer console. After clicking on the developer console, head to the API keys section. You need to first make sure you have signed in. Go to the API key section, create a new API key. I will name this key1. You can name it anything. Submit, and the API key should be generated. I will delete this after this video, so there will be no problem. Make sure your API key is hidden. Copy this, close this. So after getting the API key, you can now move to the programming part. So open your VS Code or any IDE you're using. I'm going to be using VS Code. And in the project folder, make a .env file to store our API key. Make it .env. And in the .env file, name add a variable which you're using. I'm using Groq API key variable. You can name it anything and add your API key in here. After that, we can now move to the next step. Now we can finally install all the requirement libraries. So I recommend to create a virtual environment first, as in this kind of project we always work in a virtual environment. So create a virtual environment. In the directory was using write Python m venv, and the name of your environment I'm writing .venv. You can name it anything. After creating the virtual environment, press yes, and the interpreter should be changed to the virtual environment .venv1. And we need to first enable this environment. So .venv web scripts slash activate. This activated the environment, and we can now install the libraries. So pip install Groq, Streamlit, enter. All the libraries will be installed.
One eternity later.
After all the libraries are installed, now we can import all the libraries into a file. So first we need to import from Groq. We will import Groq with capital G. And now we are going to be importing Streamlit. Import Streamlit as a speed. And now we're going to import the OS for importing the environment API key. And let's also import time to give it our app a text typing effect. Now let's initialize the Groq client. Make a client variable Groq, and in this add an API key and use os.getEnv to get the API key. And this is the name of the variable which you use to store the API key. In your case, it's different, and replace this with the variable you used. After creating the Groq client, now we can move to the next step. After this, now we need to create a chat function, which we are using for getting the response for our LLM. So create a function chat and assign a prompt parameter, and inside it, create a chat completions function, which we will use to send our prompts to the model and get our responses from the model. And here we're creating client chat completions or create. The messages mean the user's message, the role user, the message is our prompt which we're providing. And the second is the model's response, role system, content. And you can change this to anything you want, like you can customize this. I made this a you are a helpful assistant. And next step, let's assign our model. So let's see some models, and let's go to the Groq website. And here all the model ID is the models which you can use, the production models and the preview models. There are many models, different kinds of models which we can use. Let's see which we're using. I'm going to be using Llama 3.1 8-bit engine as this little more fast model. The bigger the model, it will take time to generate the responses. So a smaller model will do fine. So after copying the model ID, head to program. In the model section, paste the model ID. After this, I'm going to be assigning maximum tokens, which is the maximum text you can generate, setting to 1,000 tokens. I'm going to add a temperature. Temperature here means it's going to add some randomness to the response. After this, the function is complete and we can now return the response. So return chat completions dot choices. This is going to return our response. So now let's add a typing animation to our project because as of now, this is directly printing the response from the model and it will not look so good. So I'm going to add a typing animation to our environment. So create a stream function and add a prompt. Inside it, create a empty string and add a placeholder for the Streamlit. And now we will iterate to a response which we got in the prompt. And we will add each of the character in the full response. And after that, those characters will be added to a placeholder with a delay of 0.01 seconds, which will make the typing animation. Now we can move to designing the UI for in this project. So write st dot set page config. This will create a page header and a name. We're going to assign a page title. Let's make it chat with Llama. So I'm using a Llama model. Then assign a page icon. Let's add a Llama icon and a layout. Let's keep it wide so that it looks big. After that, add a page title. Then write anything you want in here. After that, now let's move to the next, which we will use to let's add a divider to separate the text and this header. And these three hyphens, this will make a divider in the UI at a user input. User input st dot use chat input, and inside of chat input add a placeholder. And a placeholder which mean when you haven't typed in the text, it would give a message, type of message here. Now let's move to the next step. Here we are assigning a text animation with st.spinner and it will add a generating response to text when the response is generating. And if user input means if the user has typed anything in the user input, it will generate a response. And we're sending our user input to the chat. And when the user input is sent to the chat, it gets added to a prompt and sent to the model. And the model processes it and generates the response. After that, we are using a stream function for text, simulating the text typing effect. And if the user haven't typed anything in the user input, it will just write please enter message. Now, with that, the project is done. Now let's test it. To use this in your terminal, create a new terminal, write Streamlit, run, and the name of your file. In my case, it's main.py, run, and see the app has launched. So this is our app, chat with Llama. Let's type hello. See the typing animation. It's coming. The response is generating. Let's check with some more examples and text. Like what is linear algebra? Oh, I read the spelling of algebra wrong. Okay, it's still responding. Linear algebra is a branch of mathematics and it deals with several linear equations. It's okay. It's generating a response. If you find a typing speed too slow, you can change it by changing the time of sleep delay. It will change the typing speed. And that's it for today's video. If you find this video helpful, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, comment what you want next, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.